Hey guys, Jim Savoldi, Behavioral Analysis and Markets, with the final update for May the 19th. Everything tracked well today, especially against the behavioral analysis model, which is the model that predicts future zones of strength and weakness and price targets. It's completely different from this anemoid predictive technology uh, algo and bot that you see in front of you. The algo was short the entire session. Late in the day, the behavioral analysis model was predicting a low into about 12:20 my time here in San Francisco, and the market did not move to a lower low there. I would have preferred that we put in one more lower low. That would have been perfect. But anyway, we did move up toward the 5 minute trigger as the 5 minute velocity predicted we would, and we were about one penny away from getting a cross of the 1 minute trigger above the 5 minute trigger, which would take the algo flat. And then if price moves above the hourly trigger tomorrow morning at 1297 level, the bot would actually be long the stock. So really one of the best takeaways for today is that we did see the hourly velocity improving. Okay. So here's the last half hour of trading. And again, on the close of the previous hour, we project forward the velocity for the following time frame. Because of the way the markets open on the half hour in the US, we close on the hour, and we're left with this half hour stub. So at the end of the trading day today, we project forward for the first hour of trading tomorrow morning, and you see that the velocity has become less severe to the downside. Velocity's at 0.025 cents, almost nothing. So what this means is we most likely price is going to want to move right up to that hourly trigger, which is 1297 for the entire first hour of trading tomorrow. If we get some nice stabilization or sideways movement, then what we can do is start to form this three trigger cluster, have price pop above that hourly trigger, and then move up toward upside retest, which are at $13.85 would be the most likely for tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. And we've got a zone of strength per the BAM model into about 8 a.m. my time, Pacific Standard. So early morning strength tomorrow. It would be really encouraging velocity wise to see a move up to 1385. If the velocity does not improve, then we're most likely to see pinning at the $13 level and flopping there into that first couple hours of trading. Again, if you're interested in learning more about behavioral analysis of markets, you can go to Wikipedia, and here's the page about the BAM model and behavioral analysis. As far as the forecast, we had a lot of new bearish data come in today in the larger timeframe fractals. And so there are some adjustments. The good news is we still have 4 or 5 days of the bullish zone remaining. And during that period, we still have the opportunity to move up to the $17.45 retest. If that's where we're headed, then we either saw the low today or right out of the gate tomorrow morning if they stab to the downside, which would be a buy. The bearish data that was generated today from today's price movement is highlighted here. So this data was not here yesterday. So after we move through the 25th-ish, it looks to me like we'll have this sharp pullback into the 27th, 31st, something like that. Price levels here all depend on whether or not we can retest this 1745 level. If we can, then this pullback doesn't need to be too severe. If we end up with another 3-4 days of flopping and we move through the 25th and we're only up near the recent highs, then odds are we'll be slammed down hard and retest this 1053 level and maybe the 907 level, either into this zone of weakness or by the 21st, 25th-ish of June. as soon as we get through this period, irrespective of what the price level is, in other words, if this is much more strong than I think it's going to be, and this pullback is minimal, or there's really nice upside in this zone right here, then this could be a zone of weakness that just pulls us back to 1745 for some flop on what would become vibration. So I'm putting these price levels in the future in areas that I think make sense based on everything I'm seeing right now. But every tick, every minute, every hour, every day, the model absorbs, digests new data. And based on that new data, I'll continue to adjust all of this. That's the way it works. I also have a proprietary count that I do as we make sequentially higher highs or lower lows at each fractal level. So that helps guide me along. I remain bullish the stock, irrespective of even if we were to come all the way back down to the 907 level. I have limit orders to buy. And I'm fully expecting the 1745 retest and then the $32 retest. Some of the other price levels that other people are talking about on Twitter, especially the 100K and things like that. I have no way with my methodology to come up with any price targets like that. But I'd be the first to say anything's possible in markets. People think that a lot of my price targets are impossible before they're hit. So I don't like to talk about other people's ideas, other people's work. I have no idea what goes into them. Other people have no idea what goes into my work. So I kind of like to leave it at that. But personally, about as high as I can get price-wise, based on all of my work and history, is that $90 to $110 level. And even a move to $32, into the summer, that's a hell of a move. For people, I saw some people talking about me spreading FUD today. All I'm doing, you guys, is letting you take a peek at what my algorithms are telling me. As far as me putting my money where my mouth is, you guys know, if you've been following me since this April low, that the model predicted this move up into April 27th, 28th. It predicted the move, the pullback. That's where I got long at the 919 level on the 4th. It predicted the explosive fast market attack of the $13 retest level, which worked. And we're still in this zone of strength, which spans from the 5th through the 25th. So, I could easily hide these lower retest levels from everyone. It would make me a lot more popular. But that's not the way I'm going to play this. I'm going to show you guys, full disclosure, everything I see here in my office, and then we'll see where this takes us. The route is irrelevant. The idea is, are we going to move to 1745? Are we going to move to $32? Are we going to move beyond that? The rest of it's strictly money management. So as long as I don't do anything dumb, as long as you don't do anything dumb, we can all ride this move to the upside and do well, I think. All right, good luck.